him in person until the roast, which he helped me stream run, which is super helpful.
Okay.
But the reason I know him is because Kami, the sheep we saw earlier, in I think one of the shitpost 805 groups, it was the 10th best person in 805 and the 10th best person in SanCal, Santa Clarita. And it was Kami and Nixon, and someone made a picture of two like slack-jawed farmers in overalls shaking hands and just put their names over him. So it's Kami and Nixon shaking hands as the 10th best players.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I thought it was the funniest image I'd ever seen, and I was like, well, I got to meet Nixon now. Because he sucks like Kami, but he's good enough to get on the PR.
Right. Yeah, they were telling us this was singles, but as I was watching it, I was putting 2 and 2 together.
It seems that there are twice as many characters that should be on the screen for singles. So.
Yeah.
Darrell's playing. What's he up to?
He's teaming with BlueFoxxt. So Darrell is
an electrician.
I would say largely inactive. Yeah, he's an electrician. He's got a good electrician job. He works kind of odd hours. He works very early. Goes to work at like 5 or 6 or something.
There's a podcast series run by Mr. Ben Reddy, I believe. And it was the only one I listened to, but it was a Darrell episode. And it's just him in a sit-down episode with Darrell, talking about his life. I learned everything. I know everything about Darrell that you could ever want to know.
Well, tell me about it.
No.
Then tell the chat about it.
No.
Tell them about it.
He's an electrician.
Yep.
Competing's hard to do as you become an adult. This isn't really new information for anybody.
Everyone knows that.
He takes Samus and competing pretty seriously when he did.
Yeah.
Also, I was beating up on Hugs once during it was a Mayhem or a SoCal Coliseum, and Darrell was watching, and he was like, wow, it's hard out here, man. And I was like, bad. But Hugs was just letting me do it. I don't know why. And so Darrell probably thinks I was good in that moment, which is also a good feeling.
Darrell, I at a Kings of Cali, when Hugs was a little rusty, I was beating Hugo's ass, and Darrell, I had the same experience. Darrell came over and started shit-talking Hugo.
Nice.
He was like, oh, getting bodied by Toph. Been there before. Whatever. Darrell always gives me a lot of credit, but I think he's humble. Actually, I used to play with Darrell a lot.
Really?
Yeah, because he was working in San Jose. He kind of moves around based on where his, like you have a project as an electrician, so you're, like, at a certain site for, like, a couple months, and then you move on.
Right.
And when he was in San Jose, we played a lot. Like, we would play 2 or 3 times a week, and that was basically when I got good against Samus.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we played a lot of friendlies. We played some friendlies where we would play first at 255 stars.
Oh, jeez.
And we actually
That's a sesh.
That was a sesh, yeah. We actually hit 255 on the same match.
Holy shit.
So we tied, yeah.
How long did it take, you remember?
It was like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
I always wonder how floaty mains like Samus and Luigi's and all this, like, they just got to hope that someone plays Fox if, like, let's say you're hosting.
Otherwise, it's super boring.
Someone comes over.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, let's play some games. And, like, it's Luigi against your Samus. You're like, oh.
That sounds boring.
Doesn't that sound like it sucks? But you have to bear that cross as a floaty character
They
player.
do. They do. That's why floating players need to give us more credit. Like, yeah, look, okay, I get it. You know, like, you could play the slow characters and whatnot, but then when you have to play another slow character, you know.
That's fun.
That's not as fun.
That's not fun for either of you.
Exactly.
So
they need us.
Yeah, to enjoy the game.
Yeah. They always talk about how, like, oh, fast follower players always complain when they got to fight floaties, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but you do too.
Yeah.
So
you're even worse because you add to the problem, the pool of problems.
Yes. I don't understand why.
Missing some grabs.
If they just zoomed out and took a look at the big picture for half a second, they would understand.
Yeah, and that's their problem is that they don't.
Exactly.
So
Darrell can win this.
The YCZ. All right. So
we killed him. And now Darrell should win this. Darrell's actually very good against Marth.
Let's go.
Actually, most Samuses are. The Marth is Arcadia, who's another NorCal, like...
Been playing a long time, yeah?
Kind of. I mean, I wouldn't call him old school. Like, I've been playing for longer, but he's
Arcadia beat my friend in a Marth Ditto at Genesis 3, and I never forgot the name.
Wow.
And I said, oh! He got there!
Wow, Arcadia did it.
Like
he
Zane.
Zaned him.
Yeah. Woo! Even green and everything.
I thought Darrell was going to take that match. So Darrell and BlueFoxxt are definitely a more old school team. Darrell actually hates teams. Me and Darrell were trying to be regular teammates for a little while, and it was all right. But then Darrell was like, you know what, I can't do this. I hate teams.
Was it after you messed up and ruined it, like in a match? Because that's what happened with me and my teammate. I messed up something, and he's like, I don't think I can do this anymore.
I can't do this anymore. No, you know what? No, it wasn't. Neither one of us really messed up. We played Brandon and Phil in tournament at Rule 6, and they're just so good at teams, and they're both really good against Darrell because they know him really well. Like, Darrell always talks about how Brandon and Phil give him a really hard time. So we got our ass beat by Brandon and Phil, or maybe it was, or it was close, and that made it even harder to swallow because we could have beaten him or something.
Yeah,
Anyways,
right.
then I saw him at Panera Bread afterwards, and he's like, man, tough, I'm gonna be real, the team sucks. I can't do it anymore.
He broke up with you at Panera.
Yeah, at Panera, dude.
Ooh, rough.
Yeah, neither one of us, I don't think it was anyone's fault. I think he just realized, like, this blows, I don't want to do it anymore. I want to play singles.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're either doubles is either a burden to you or it's something you think is really fun.
Exactly.
I don't think there's really much in between.
Running it back to FD. I don't know why everyone's so obstinate today.
Yeah, very stubborn day in at Wombo combo.
Wombo combo. Ooh.
Yeah, YCZ though, I'm really interested to play him actually.
Yeah. Oh, do you play him in singles?
No, just in general because he's part of the Melee Stats crew. And I always consider those people as people who don't actually play the game, but just like study and watch and are more of like viewers.
Is this like Ambi Sinister?
Yeah. And I always consider, I'm like, I must be better than those guys. And sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm just hard not.
YCZ is probably one of the better Melee Stats people. That being said, I have never lost to him.
Okay, that's fair.
But I have had many a Game 5-7.
Okay.
I've had a lot of good sets with him, and so I think he's very good.
I love. How do you like the Fox or the Fox Samus?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a fun match.
I think it is too.
I think it's not easy, but it's definitely a good matchup. It's like 5-5.
Actually, when I was coming up as a Falco, I always really enjoyed things like Samus and not Luigi because he's a prick, but you just get to enjoy the world a bit more. Oh, this is game 2.
This is game 2, yeah. This is game 2.
You get to think more in your decisions, and like it kind of forces that because Falco, when you learn him, you laser and you're a dumbass.
Oh! He's a little slow, a little late to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do learn a little more.
What do you do? That was a big weight.
That was a big forward smash is what that should have been. Forward smash, you can't survive that at that percent. I don't know, maybe he took a look at, oh, he almost broke his shield.
So close.
Doesn't kill. BlueFoxxt should be fine down there. BlueFoxxt, one of these players that named himself after a Smash character but doesn't play that character.
The classic, like Hydro Kirby.
Hydro Kirby or Falcomist. Falcomist at least played Falco for a while, but then he swapped and became a Marth main. A lot. There's way more of those than people that play their respective character.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like the breakup thing. Like you really thought it was gonna be forever.
Yeah.
And then Kirby just wasn't good.
That's absolutely right.
Oh.
Okay.
So up he had his shoe. Damn, Puff's having a hard time. Tope's dapping up friends right now.
That's Slime. That's Slime. That's JB.
Nice to meet you.
It's the homie. Ahmad! It's another OG NorCal homie.
Cool.
By the way, this is a classic. This is like a newer school, like Foundry era NorCal team versus like, which is YCZ Arcadia versus a very much pre-Foundry like 2010 era team.
Can I just say about the Foundry is that the ball was dropped. That used to be the Tuesday hot shit.
I know. Well, besides Mango's stream.
Right, of course. You like get together with the boys and you turn on the Foundry and you watch some Twitch.
I know. It was fun. And I don't know what happened. Literally, like, dude, it was just like the ultimate in mismanagement and like someone, oh my God, he almost deflected it into his teammate. Someone at some point said, you know what, like, we can make more money at the Foundry if we don't run Smash tournaments anymore and we just make it a bar thing. And then people just stopped going. Like, surprise, surprise, half of your fucking customers were Smashers.
Right. Well,
if you go now, it's fucking empty.
Oh, it's still there?
Yeah, it's still there. There's just no Smash tournament. It's just a game night, and it's like not as fun. There aren't as many people.
I remember
because Smash just fucking carried it.
I think S2J came back from a foundry.
Dude, some guy in a fucking suit made the wrong calculation on his fucking graphics Excel calculator.
What are you talking about?
Some guy in a suit crunched numbers and said, we got to stop running Smash with this thing.
That was a bad calculation.
Yeah.
That suit guy should have tuned in once.
I hope
and saw Dewan just screaming on the mic.
That's all he needed to see.
But I remember S2J came back to SoCal, and he reported back and said, hey, it was kind of a weird vibe, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And that was when I was like, well, if S2J doesn't like it, maybe there's something going on here.
You know what else killed it? Yeah, well, it was probably the post-lit era. The thing is, the other thing that killed it, I hate to say, but the Ice Climbers.
What?
Because there was basically the period where people stopped going to the Foundry was when every week the only people who would go and not drink were Diz and Nintendo. And so it was always Diz and Nintendo, Diz and Nintendo, Diz and Nintendo, Diz and Nintendo.
Wow.
And it was lame, and no one liked it. And that was like the era where it started dying.
How do you police that?
If you're Jackzilla, you can ban Wombo.
If you're Jackzilla, you say, guys, you can't come in here anymore.
I don't know. You could.
What if you did it? The Foundry, no wobbling. But then it's like, I don't know. That's actually such a hard situation.
It's a tough situation for sure. It's not easy. It's not an easy situation for the TO. It's not an easy situation. Because you don't want to single out. You can't help it.
It's not fair to do that.
Right.
But, god damn, I just wish they wouldn't do that.
That was kind of, I know. And that was kind of when Nintendo started playing Marth, too, was like, I don't know. I don't know if that had something to do with it. I could be misrepresenting Nintendo.
Sure.
Who's a great guy.
I remember that post, too. He's talking about, Marth gave him more fire, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
Those reignite fire feelings and posts are pretty important, I think.
They are. He had a realization that basically, I think Ice Climbers was a limiting character at top level.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Also, that just to get all the way up, it's just too much work.
Too much work.
Too much, maybe boring work even. But
yeah.
That was a good post. Everyone should read that if they're ever considering anything about Melee and quitting or continuing or whatever. It's a great perspective.
Yep. Yeah, I missed the SFAT era. SFAT came to every Foundry and he would win every Foundry. That was fun.
That's hype.
Because I don't think he was 21 yet, so he couldn't rank.
Oh. Almost with the double. Silent Wolf played Fox. Does that count? For what?
What are they talking about?
I don't know.
They're talking about some crazy shit. Drug Fox, Level 9 Ganon, Mewtwo King.
Got a baby rage.
I wonder what he's talking about.
Oh. This seems obnoxious, but, this is a Game 3 now.
Yeah, it is a Game 3.
Marth's shield has been on the teetering edge of its life.
Oh, God. Marth does not have a great shield, first of all.
It sucks.
This is actually a stressful match for the Marth.
Yeah, definitely. Your whole world is kind of upended.
Yeah.
And it becomes getting stray hits and not getting comboed like you're getting comboed right now.
Right. Oh, players that don't play the character their name. Yeah, Drug Fox. Yeah, Silent Wolf. But he was Silent Wolf before Wolf was a Smash character. So. And he did play Wolf in PM.
Oh my god.
Actually, so he does play Wolf in the game that Wolf is in.
Him and chillin', dude.
Yep, him and chillin', dude.
Speaking of PM, Smash 5 came out.
Smash 5 did come out.
I just wish it was faster.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say that yet.
Oh, my bad.
Give it a week and a half.
I'll say it in a week and a half. I'll say it.
Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's very similar to Smash 4.
I think it is too. I think that's the reality that everyone's facing.
But here's what the thing is, right? A lot of people like Smash 4. And I realize this is why people are hype about Ultimate. It's because imagine if Melee HD came out and you're a Melee player. You're like, oh shit, it's like Melee but more characters, cleaner graphics. They fixed some of the, the janky setups or whatever. It's just like Melee but better, right? Melee HD.
Right.
Ultimate is like Smash 4 HD. It's like they took Smash 4, they made Rage less dumb. They cleaned up some of the interactions. They added characters. It's just like if you like Smash 4, it's like your Melee HD.
Yes, exactly.
So that's so Smash 4 players should be hyped about it.
That's the prerequisite, though.
Yeah.
Is that you had to have liked that game.
Right.
And to most of the world, that's not a big ask.
Right.
Because,
exactly.
Casual players or they're competitive Smash 4 players. And that's fine.
Yeah. I think that's why people, at least, I don't know. That's
a good way to put it.
That's kind of how
It's probably the fastest game apart from Melee. I mean, we're kind of not talking about
It's apples and oranges.
PM.
In terms of, I mean, Brawl, Meta Knight is the fastest character in any Smash game in terms of his active frames.
That's crazy.
His startup.
They really went and did it.
They did it. Yeah, they did go and do it. Or they didn't do it, where doing it is balancing the character. They just didn't.
Oh, gets back or no?
Oh!
Too bad.
Oh, man.
This is really hard, and it's not going to happen.
Oh! God, that was a Hail Mary.
Yeah, day one dare. Night.
Nice. Red
Damn.
team wraps it up. 2010 era beats 2015 era.
They still got it. They still got it. What are they discussing?
I don't know.
What could they possibly be discussing?
maybe they think it's best of 5. I don't think it is, though. I think it's best of 3. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
standing up.
got up and left.
All right. Look how good-looking of a guy Darrell is.
Darrell is handsome as heck.
He's handsome as ever, too. He literally looks the same as he did 10 years ago, if not better.